Welcome to lesson 4 of the step-by-step tutorial showing how to build the demo mobile application. So at the end of lesson 3, when we left off, we had added data binding to the UX component. So we were able to navigate through the records in the customer table by clicking on these buttons. But what we'd like to do in this lesson is show how the list control can be used to navigate through the records, so that instead of clicking these navigation buttons, you can just click on a row in the list and have the corresponding customer information shown in the controls. So if we go take a look at where we'll be at the end of lesson 4, you can see here that when I click on a row in the list control, the corresponding data in the form is automatically filled in. Or if I were to click on the navigation buttons, you can see that the list control is automatically updated to reflect the customer that is currently selected. So let's go back now to the web project control panel, and if you still have your work open from where you left off at the end of lesson number 3, you can continue working there. Otherwise, go to your project selector, choose lesson number 4, and let's open up lesson 4 start as our starting point. So let's go here to lesson 4 start, click the edit button and open up lesson 4 start. And then let's just go over to working preview to see where it is that we left off. So the goal now, as we mentioned earlier, is to hook up this list control so that it can be used to navigate the form. So let's go back now to design mode and then click on the controls item in the toolbox on the left to open up the builder showing us all the controls in the component. And then make note here of the list control that was added in lesson 1. You can see here that the ID for this list control here is list 1. That's the so-called variable name, and that's going to be important. We're going to use that when we make this list control the record navigator. So now let's go back to the server-side events where we set up the on dialog initialize event handler. So click on server-side events in the toolbox on the left-hand side. If the events category is not currently open, then open it by clicking on the icon just to the left of the word events, and then go back to server-side events. And we want to edit the code in the on dialog initialize event, and in particular we want to edit the code that got written for us automatically through action scripting. So click anywhere in the execute server-side action, get primary keys for parent table. So as long as your insertion point is anywhere in that row, you can go ahead now and click action scripting and then click edit action, and the Genie will now open up. And you'll see that in the Genie there's a property here called has custom list view record navigator. So we want to turn that property on, so we'll check the box there, and then it's going to ask for the ID of the list control that we'd like to use as our record navigator. So you'll see that there's a smart field associated with this prompt. So click on the smart field and you'll see a list of all of the available list controls on this UX component. In this case, the UX only has one list control, so we'll go ahead here and choose list 1 by clicking in the checkbox and then clicking the OK button, and then click the OK button to close the Genie down. And now let's pause now and pick this up in the next video.